Right, so today we are going to be drawing Mildred Hubble, the worst witch. Okay, so we're going to have our piece of paper in landscape position, so it's looking like this. Okay, and we are going to begin by drawing the base of Mildred's hat. Now the base of her hat, we need to make sure we've got enough space. So we are going to draw the base of her hat looking something like this. So a slightly curved line that does that, okay? Now we're going to do the section at the bottom of her hat. Now she's a witch, so this is a witchy hat. So we're going to come across like that. So a long rectangular bit. We're going to go up from here, we're going to go across and up to a nice little peak and bring it back round, okay? And I think she's got some badges and things on her hat, and this is stripy. So I'll put some stripes in here, okay? Now we'll just link the hat up here with a little twisty bit there, okay? And we're going to come down like so. Now, she's going to be holding her hat here, so we're going to leave a little, that's why we've left a little bit of space for some fingers. We've got a little piece here, perhaps it's a patch or something. Okay, now a bit later on we will need to get quite a lot of black pen going on, colouring various bits and pieces in. Before we do that, we're going to carry on with the drawings. So let's get some hair going on. Now she's got long hair, we're going to have a piece coming down from there, and it's going to come across like this. And this is going to be part of her ponytail because it's she's going to be sitting on a broomstick. Okay, so we're going to go like that. We're then going to do the other side of the hair here and a little bit of an ear showing there. Link up the hair. And then we're going to get the shape of her face. Now she's got quite a wide face, so we're going to come down on this side, we're going to come down on this side, and then we're going to link these lines together with a little bit of a pointy chin, like so. Then we can see a little bit of her other ear there. So we've got basic structure of her head. Okay, now she is, we'll do the face in a second, let's just get a little bit of neck showing. So a little bit here and a little bit here. And then she's got a, she's wearing a cloak, obviously, because she's a witch. So we're just going to have a little piece that's coming around her neck, something like that. Okay. Right, let's get some face going on. Now the face is pretty simple. We'll start with the nose. The nose is quite wide, and it's just really just a little line like that that goes across there. And her mouth, again, pretty simple. She's just grinning. So we go up like that and a little line underneath. A little line underneath, this is obviously the middle of the mouth. Often in drawings like this, we don't show the top of the lip. Okay, so we show the middle of the mouth and a little line below the mouth, something like that. And that is where the bottom of the lip would go. Okay, right. The eyes are a little bit like C shapes, so we're going like that, and we're going like that. Okay, bring it around a little bit more, like so, and like so. And then the pupil is just a little, not quite a black circle, more like another little C shape inside, and then some eyebrows pointing upwards. Okay. Right, so that's her face, really simple. We might get a few strands of hair going on inside those bits. And we need to link up the rest of the hat, so that goes like so. And this piece will be black. We'll be doing more colouring in a little bit later on. Something like that. Now, let's get the shoulder in. Now, the shoulder comes across and then it goes down to about here, because this is part of her cloak. And her cloak is a line like that. We come back, okay? Now this later on will all be black. We've got a little bit of waist, which is probably about there, okay? And then we'll do the other side of her waist about here. We're going to link that up with a line like so. Okay, and this is going to be some kind of cord, which is separating the top of her dress from the bottom of her dress. Now let's get her arm going on. So the arm's going to come down like here and down here. And we're going to have a little thumb here. And then she's holding on to that thing that witches have. It's a broomstick. So just get some little fingers going on, like so. The underneath part of the cloak up to that part of the arm. Okay, so that's one side of the character done. Let's come and do the other shoulder here. So the other shoulder here goes to about there. Now, if you remember a minute ago, we were talking about leaving a space up here. That's because we need to get the fingers in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to that little space we left, and we're going to draw a little shape like that. Okay, and a few little sausagey shapes. So it looks like she's holding on to her hat. Don't overthink it, don't worry too much if it doesn't look quite right. Bring it back around a little bit. And then the other thumb would be going underneath there. And that way we can just draw the edge of the hat. And it just looks like she's holding on to the hat. Okay. Again, this will be coloured in a little bit later on. So I just get a little bit of that going on up there. Don't quite. Okay. Now, she's holding one arm up, and it's going to come down like this and across like this to her elbow, and then in. And then we see the other part of the arm doing something like that. Okay, so you can see now she's holding onto her hat. She doesn't want it to fly away in the wind. I'm going to bring this part of the cloak around, the underneath side of the sleeve, and that's going to go up to about here. Because what we've got here is this piece on the other side. And what it's doing is it's coming across the top like that, and across the top like that. And it goes behind the arm, creates a shape like this. This will make a bit more sense shortly. Okay. Now, top of the cloak, something like this. Okay. Right, we have to do now is link up the arm, like so. We've got a little bit of scarfy bit. Scarfy bit? What am I talking about? Well, it is a scarf, but it's kind of around her waist. It's a silk scarf around her waist, that's what we'll say it is. Now this is a knee, so we're going to come up, around, and then down and up, and that's her bottom, and there we go. Okay, and she's going to be sitting on a broomstick. So let's get the rest of the silk scarf going on like so, around her waist. Another little piece like that. Okay. And some little tufty bits. And the broom. Now, the broom is going to be coming along here and to about here. Now, it's a broom, so there's lots of twigs. So So I get that looking slightly rough. It's kind of twisted around in the middle with more twigs. Okay, and then more twigs around the front. So we can sort of try and get some lines that don't quite finish, that sort of stagger ever so slightly. I bet she's on her way to see Maud Spellbody or Edith Nightshade, two of her friends. Of course, these books were written by Jill Murphy, and they've been turned into films and TV series and comics. So there's lots and lots of worst witch stuff out there. Right, like I said, that's where she's sitting. So we can come like this and like this. She's sitting on there. And then we work out where that would be behind. So it'd be about here, and that's the end of the broomstick. Okay, so this is wood, obviously. We can do something like that. Let's make that a little bit wider there, makes a bit more sense. Okay, so there's her broomstick. Right, let's get her legs in. We just got to do her hair as well. So let's do her legs first. So we've got one leg that's coming forward from her knee. So we'd kind of come down like this and at that kind of angle. And there's her stripy socks. Okay, and we can get her rather nice sandals going on, something like this. Now they're this shape because they are facing us, so then that's where the laces would go. Okay, there's her socks, stripy socks, witches like stripy socks, I've heard. And then the other leg is going to come through and it's going to come down here. Okay, so we're going to come down like that, and then a little bit of stripy sock here, crosses over, and then a similar thing going on with the shoe, so that kind of thing. Okay. It's a little bit muddled because she is, their shoes are facing us. A few laces, untied of course. Okay, right, let's get the hem of the dress in. That's the sort of the decoration at the bottom. We'll go like that. And this has got a little bit of decoration on. And then we need to do the underside of the cloak, obviously. So that's going to come down and around there. There's her cloak flapping away. And then all that leaves us to do is her ponytail. So her ponytail is sort of, it's coming underneath and behind her hair like this. So what we're going to do is we are going to have a long sort of sausagey shape like that. Get a little bit of braid going on, and then there's the end of one, and there's the end of the other. And there she is, Mildred Hubble, the worst witch. Now we're not going to get colour on this, but we do need to get quite a lot of stuff done black. So we'll probably speed that bit up. So I'll do that now. Right, here we go. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.